Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean, and I'm with EnBiologics. We're commercializing a veterinary wound care product called HoneyCare, which is used for wound care. It's a product that is innovative in the sense of what it does and its clinical care application. So, the inspiration for our product came in part from one of our customers' stories. Her dog, Ellie, was out in the yard one morning when she was haphazardly ran over by the owner's husband, who is on his way to work, and the dog was caught underneath the car and dragged down the driveway a little bit. She was okay for the most part, besides some abrasions to her abdomen and some significant burning and skin tears. So our owner, of course, freaked out. And she owns horses. She knew a veterinarian friend. She called her friend. Friend came over to the house, looked at the dog, stitched the wounds closed, and said, "I have nothing else to give for you." So, well, this is not exactly right. So, when a veterinarian sees a wound, they're not really well equipped to effectively deal with it. They have to follow these wounds really closely in the clinic, or in this case, at the patient's house. And the animals are in pain and they're sensitive to various treatments. So if you use like Neosporin on a dog, there's a much higher chance that you'll get an allergic reaction. Owners, of course, are distressed because their pet and their beloved family member is now hurt. And they have to keep the wound clean and do like all these crazy daily care things, like wash it in betadine. And if you're a horse owner, you're washing your horse with something called DMSO, which is a chemical used commonly in research labs. And this wound still has a chance to scar and to be infected. So what we came up with was HoneyCare. It's a natural wound care treatment. It delivers better clinical outcomes. And it's very easy to use. And it's based on natural products that are very easy to apply, and they won't elicit sensitivity reactions at the skin site. Our product delivers pain relief at the site simply because of what it is made out of, honey. It's pet friendly, so if they lick it or it doesn't hurt them. And it has some added in natural products that repel flies in it. It's a wet wound healing treatment, which means that it also reduces scarring. So our customer who had bought this product for her horse used it, of course, on her dog. And 21 days later, Ellie was healed with minimal scarring, no infections, and as little pain as possible. So what is the competition for this? Well, our competition exists all over the spectrum. There's current natural care products out there in the form of Manuka honey and other honeys that are like Michigan honey. They're not very effective at what they do. Our product has added in ingredients which give it that fly repellence. It's a little bit more effective as an anti-inflammatory, and it's much more potent as a product. There are other products out there that are on the pharmaceutical side. Silver is a common wound care product. It inhibits the wound healing process, though, despite being such an antimicrobial substance. And then there's a ton of products on the pharmaceutical chemical side, like Biozide gel or Furazone. And Furazone and Biozide gels are two products made of carcinogenic substances, and they're even written on the bottle that say that. The U.S. market for veterinary wound care is $2 billion in size. There's 150 million animals in this market. We segment it into two distinct segments. Horses, which represent 10 million animals, and it's a very different segment from the small animal market, which is 140 million animals. Both segments behave quite differently and have different purchasing decisions. Our go-to market was to market initially to horses, hence our customer buying it for her horse. And we've done so in southeastern Michigan. We've expanded to the national horse care market, and we're currently marketing that this year. And we plan on doing clinical trials and then expanding into the small animal care market, which is something that we're gated from without the clinical trial, but we're currently working on that. Our business model is to produce it on our own and then ramp up with third-party manufacturing and distribution. We're a value-priced product, and a key activity for us is continuing to do that clinical activity because we are a natural care product, and we need to do that to prove our potency and access more of our customers. So far, we have raised $7,500 in 2017. We raised $100,000 so far this year in 2018. We are running our clinical trial right now with the Michigan State University's vet school. And we plan on continuing our marketing campaign this year and expanding into the veterinary wound care market. I myself am a biomedical engineer. My partner is a biomedical engineer. We came from Wayne State. We developed this product over in DMC and then took it to the veterinary care side during our DTX Startup Accelerator program, and we are now in big business incubation there. Thank you for listening to my presentation on honey cure.
Awesome. Thank you, Sean.